What's up, Guardians? Welcome to another Destiny weapon review. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Exile's Curse Trials of Osiris fusion rifle. It comes with steady hand, sure shot, and red dot ORES. I recommend the red dot. It also comes standard with hip fire, which is always a good perk for any fusion rifle if you're using it correctly. And in the middle tree, there's really not a bad choice. None of them are particularly incredible, but none of them are particularly bad either, so you really can't pick one that's wrong. Just pick the one that you like the best. Hot swap makes it so that readying the weapon gives you additional accuracy for a short period of time, and you can certainly tell when that is active, when that kicks in, because this thing really, I was highly impressed with it. It's kind of like a laser beam, to be honest. I found that its strengths shine the best, for me at least, really in the control playlist, 6v6. Now check out the accuracy on this thing. Just after readying the weapon, that guy was AFK, so it makes a good example. But from that far away, it was easily able to one-hit a guy. It almost, using this weapon almost takes me back to the days when fusion rifles were king in the Crucible. Way back after launch, and even in the beta, you know, fusion rifles were pretty incredible, and this weapon kind of takes me back to that. It has some pretty stinking good accuracy. Now, I found that its strengths played out the best, at least for when I was using it, when I was juggling multiple opponents at one time. So really, the strengths of this weapon are in crowd control, and that's how I would suggest that you use the weapon. That's how I ended up rolling with it. What I would do is I'd start with my pulse rifle as my primary, and as long as I was going one-on-one with guys, then it wasn't really worth using my special ammo. You know, I trusted my ability to take guys out one-on-one with my pulse rifle. But then once I started to see multiple red dots on the radar popping up around me, that's when I knew I needed to go ahead and maximize the use of my special ammo, switch to the fusion rifle, and then just rack up a quick succession of kills for crowd control purposes. And, you know, I had a lot of really solid multi-kills, even with that breaker medal that you saw in the opening clip there. I actually had a number of breaker medals using this weapon in particular. So as far as fusion rifles are concerned, I would say that this is probably one of the best ones that I've used lately. And so normally, when I'm using fusion rifles in the Crucible, I almost never use them anymore. They used to be my go-to special weapon, but not anymore. But usually now, if I'm using a fusion rifle, I like to use Plan C. But something that has a good balance between a decent charge rate and you know, a decent range. This weapon has both of those. That's why I like it. It's because it's accurate, has good range, and the charge rate isn't terrible. You know, with a lot of these fusion rifles that have really good range, the charge rate on it is just atrociously long. So luckily with this one, you don't really get that. The charge rate is pretty manageable. Now, in terms of strategies for using it, I found, at least for me, the most effective way to use it, and you've seen me doing this throughout the video, is when you blink and then start the charge on your drop. So blink and then start charging as soon as you come out of it, and as you're falling, you're acquiring your target. So it gives you time to look and search for your target, but at the same time you're charging up your fusion rifle instantly as soon as you come out of it. That way that you don't wait till you see the target to start charging, because then usually it's too late before you get the shot off. You're usually dead. So this guy's lagging pretty stinking hard in this game. But anyways, but that way you can kind of do two things at once. You get the charge out of the way while you're looking for your target. And that's really just how you use fusion rifles in general. You kind of have to anticipate where the target's going to be, and then go from there. So I hope that this weapon review has been helpful. Hopefully now you know what to expect once you get your hands on the weapon. You'll see another solid multi-kill here, juggling multiple targets at once. The gun is really not a bad choice. If you're going to be rolling in the control playlist, I'd say this is a solid weapon to use. So hopefully you have some success with it. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions on the weapon once you get it, or if you have it. Let me know what you think and how you're using it effectively. And if you think that what I've said about it is accurate or not. Excited to be uploading back to the normal schedule again. Finally got my computer back, so expect more videos in the days to come. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a good one.